We're the only bankruptcy law firm in Northern Virginia that has the experience of 12,000 bankruptcies, and we've really been through, we know the ins and outs, and with our experience, when we see your situation, we can work out the best strategy that'll get the best result for you. We do offer another service that only a handful of lawyers around the country do. On the back end of the bankruptcy, we check your credit report. Now, I first noticed this 10 years ago, and I was 51 then, so I wasn't any boy genius, but that most people coming out of bankruptcy still had one or two creditors who kept right on reporting their debts, like they had never been wiped out in the bankruptcy. And because most people coming out of bankruptcy 10 years ago still had creditors reporting their debts, people never got back to good credit. A lot of reason that people will tell you go for 10 years after bankruptcy and don't get back to good credit is when the creditors kept reporting the debts, people didn't get back to good credit. It wasn't because of the bankruptcy, it was because the credit reports never got right. Our law firm has been working for 10 years with our people when the bankruptcy's over to check the credit report, to identify the creditors who are continuing to report the debt, and still most people have that, and then writing to the credit bureaus and, when appropriate, suing the credit bureaus to make sure the credit report is right. And that makes an enormous difference to whether you get back to good credit in 2 or 3 years or whether you don't. There are only a handful of lawyers in the whole country that do that, and I'm proud that we're one of those. I promised them a new start. If the credit report isn't right, they really haven't gotten their new start. I have to tell you, there was one of my clients in 1997 had moved from Virginia to North Carolina and then drove all the way back to Manassas to pound on my desk and said, "My credit report isn't right. You didn't do your job." And up till that point, it never had occurred to me that that was part of my job, but I looked at him and I said, "You were right." And I made a commitment to myself and to my clients that from then on we were going to work together and check people's credit reports when the bankruptcy is over and make sure that the credit report shows the new start, shows that the old debts are gone so that they can start building good credit again.